an embarrassing defeat if you ignore Wike's demand. People's Democratic Party Chieftain tells Atiku. Welcome to the news. If you are new, kindly subscribe to my channel, share and like. If you have been there, welcome back and thank you for your support. DK said an embarrassing defeat awaits Atiku if he pays deaf ears to what he claimed was the right thing to do ahead of the 2023 presidential elections. The People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has been given a serious warning not to ignore the demands made by Governor Wike of Rivers State. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, Prince Will Dike, speaking on the rift between Atiku and Wike, said an embarrassing defeat awaits Atiku if he ignores Wike. Dike, while speaking in Port Harcourt, blamed Atiku and the People's Democratic Party leadership for mismanaging an internal crisis that he says should have been addressed before it festered. It showed the capacity of those running the party. If they have the capability and the capacity to manage crisis, this thing will have long been nipped in the bud. What are we talking about is to just be man of your word, agree on what you have spoken about, what you have agreed on, and you move on. But they allow this thing to continue to pester and they allow it to begin to divide the party into so many factions. And I don't think they are serious about the 2023 presidential election otherwise, because he has divided against himself definitely cannot stand. They both have the people that supported them within the party, and that is what will make the thing to continue to fester instead of them coming together to find solution. What are the demands? What are the things we can do to work out these demands? As a political party, definitely there are bound to be disagreement, but how you manage your disagreement is what makes you a strong party. It described Wike as a force, a performer, and a great mobilizer, adding that he remained the backbone of the People's Democratic Party and that any attempt to undermine him will spell doom to the party's resolve to reclaim power at the center. People are ready to even lose the presidency for other party if their terms are not agreed upon. This loyalty or self-interest. Dike said the Rivers governor was fighting for justice, inclusiveness, and equity, and have the sympathies of many of his colleagues, party leaders, and many Nigerians. He said it was inconceivable that all key positions in the party, such as the national chairmanship, presidential candidacy, and chairmanship of the board of trustees, which was recently given to Wabara, if that one is not enough, then they can continue. At least they have gotten one out of the demands. What are the other things that they can give way to? This give and take. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party will be playing with fire if he chooses to ignore the demands of the Rivers State Governor, Wike, and his camp. Those people hanging around him and mounting pressure on him to call the bluff of Governor Wike are leading him to the abyss. It will be foolhardy for Atiku and some enemies of the People's Democratic Party to think that a governor who mobilized resources, fought federal government, and rebuilt the party, most of them abandoned, no longer matters at this crucial time. Wike is a mobilizer, a strategist, and a performer who has the support of most of his colleagues and leaders of the party. He asserts nationwide influence and has the capacity to sway votes not only in Rivers State, but also in the entire South-South. He must be doling out enough money for him to have this kind of influence. And can you think of ignoring your best commander in time of war? Let reason prevail and let Atiku and the party do the right thing by restructuring the People's Democratic Party to give the South a sense of belonging and ensure unity ahead of the poll. The time to act is now, because the delay will have witnessed has already become dangerous, very dangerous, although risky. Reasonable and concerned Nigerians strongly believe that Wike is fair as an individual to agree that Atiku should usurp the chance of the South. This is a gesture for the unity of Nigeria, which no single northerner can give even at the point of death. The crave for the unity of Nigeria by the South is not taken as a weakness by the North. Why must PDP allow the decision makers in the party be only northerners? Can any reasonable Nigerian give 3 reasons, no matter how weak the reasons might be? Governor Wike is indeed a force to reckon with in People's Democratic Party, and very detailed in speech and statement he stands for. He could be speaking a bit louder than usual. Politics is purely give and take worldwide, but Atiku should honorably respect simple principles of in-house gentleman agreement, inclusiveness, and respect for balanced geopolitical zoning of within the party. Are you, as chairman from St. Northern Side, that is Wike's stand, which is normal, that is Wike's stand, which is normal in politics. Even if IU resigns, PDP will still lose. Wike has exposed himself so much. We thank God for his failure. Another Idi Amin is what we will have encountered. Some of these complaints must have root in earlier compromises, which they are now deliberately forgetting. Coming here to castigate or say something that deep down your heart, you know it will be hard to achieve if they go about it. For those on the side that are not supporting Wike's quest for equity and justice after the election, don't come and complain, Biko. Wike is not God. Remember, he masterminded the removal of his brother. Your sins will definitely find you out. Only God give direction, not man. The way I'm saying this thing now, if Atiku becomes president in 2023, he will treat South and South-East bad. All the key posts will still go to the northern side. It's better to quench the fire now before it gets out of hand. I support Wike because this thing Wike is fighting now is not personal interest again, but for the interest of the South and Southeast. Well, it's like this issue in PDP will not go away, and it's like they are toying with this presidential election come 2023. I don't know where the confidence is coming from. If they cannot put the house in order, it will be difficult for them to make headway in the presidential election come next year, 2023. But what is your own take on this? Kindly make it known as you subscribe to my channel. Good day. See you again.